You're listening to the Haunted Voices Radio Network.
This is Rebecca Jernigan, your tour guide into discoveries, coming to you live simulcast from the heart of America to around the globe via the World Wide Web, terrestrial radio, satellite, and podcast. Let's journey together into the realms of the unknown to the known in search of enlightenment, knowledge, and truth. All right, I am here in the heart of America, Kansas City, broadcasting live and heard on the Journeys with Rebecca Radio Network and all of my great affiliates. So please check them out. Go to my website, journeyswithrebecca.com. And I will let everyone know that here in Kansas City, it's very, very stormy. We've got storms all around us, so we may have thunderstorms in the background. I just wanted to let you know. So, never know, all this crazy weather. Anyway, welcome to the Saturday Night Live show. And back with us for the latest and the last of the altar reports, at least for a while, is Cliff High. And that's halfpasthuman.com. Now, the reports in this last set are sure to be disturbing, but also helpful in the information that they contain, and also what Cliff will be sharing with us tonight. Now, during the show, I'm going to present some correlations from the news that can not only substantiate what some of the information is, but also create an awareness for everyone of how to better be prepared by knowing what could be going on. This is going to be one heck of a show. And I do ask for you to refrain from any questions until at least the second hour of the show. If we get so many questions, we can't actually have him talk about what's in the latest report. So we want to give him ample opportunity to share with us all that report information, and then we'll start taking some questions. And so for tonight, too, please join us in the chat room, and you can get to that right from the front page of my website. And on the right side, you'll see the link. Click on it. It'll take you right in there. Now, again, write your question, and the chat room monitor will forward it to me, but please wait until the second hour for any questions that you may have, because we may be answering those before you actually ask the question. And we'll, of course, try to get to as many of them as we can. Please be sure to check out a great resource again from my friends Gary Cassidy and Bill Ryan of ProjectCamelot.org and ProjectAvalon.net. Please help in keeping the Journeys with Rebecca radio show free. I supply you with free access and no subscriptions to my archives and resources, so if you can donate, please use the donation buttons found throughout the website. Every little bit helps in these times. Please support Journeys as we support you with my great guest information, archives, and so much more. And don't forget, if you've not done so, to sign up for the free and confidential newsletter. There is a new look coming soon. So, let's journey together. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Hi, this is Rebecca. The time could not be better to get your personal reading. I provide an in-depth information in all areas. My gifts can bring forward the things that are hidden so that you can achieve your goals, whether it be in practical everyday matters, relationships of any kind, spiritual growth, concerns about the changes in our world and how to be prepared for these changes, and so much more. All readings are recorded so that you have an audio copy of them sent via email in an MP3 format. They're confidential and scheduled for convenience. So email me at Rebecca@journeyswithrebecca.com or log on to journeyswithrebecca.com. Let's work together to get your answers.
Looking for professional meters for your next investigation? Look no further than Alpha Lab Scientific Instruments, makers of AC and DC milligauss meters, earth magnetometers, and the widely used Tri-Field Natural EM meter. This meter actually detects changes in extremely weak static electric and magnetic fields, and signals with both the tone and movement of a needle-type gauge if either the electric or magnetic field changes from previous levels. A must-have for any paranormal researcher. For all your field meter needs, visit Alpha Lab Scientific Instruments at trifield.com. trifield.com.
More than talk, it's entertaining insight and discoveries. You're listening to Journeys with Rebecca.
All right, everyone, welcome back. And tonight is a dynamite show filled with lots and lots of information. And we want to welcome Cliff High, Half Past Human, to the show. Hi, Cliff.
Hello, Rebecca.
Hey, it's great to have you back again.
Thank you very much.
Much anticipated information. Everybody has been holding their breath since your last time you've been on.
Boy, I sure hope not.
Well, they turn blue and then they begin breathing again. So
okay, good. That fail-safe mechanism there, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. The body's a miraculous thing, isn't it?
Yes.
We have absolutely wonderful, wonderful people in the chat box tonight, Cliff. We've had people that have sent their well wishes to you and their thanks to you for donating your time, your resources, and your information to come forward and share the latest in information that you have garnered. So I did want to pass along that from the audience.
Thank you very much for all the kind words, but, just doing what Universe prompts us to.
That's right, but you got to say at least you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, so.
Apparently so, yeah.
Yes. So you can own that. That's yours. It's all good. All right, so we're in the Alta reports, and we talked. We've talked a lot about this last set, the 1309. You've been on a few times talking about them, and of course, Part 5 was kind of a precursor to what was going on in Part 6. And I think if you could on Part 5. Just do maybe a really, really short synopsis of 5 for the ones that were not able to hear it or were not here with us, because I won't need to get right into Part 6 because there's a lot of correlation with both 5 and 6 with what's actually going on and what's been being presented all across the world with some of the stuff that's been in the reports.
Okay, basically for Part 5, the general overall expression was duality. We found that, for instance, in the Terra entity, we have duality expressing in the form of oscillations of weather, where the expectation for anybody north of the equator over the course of what we're going to laughingly call spring and summer is going to be a few days good weather, a few days bad weather, a few more days good weather, and so on, in a pattern that will become rather monotonous and will lead towards the expression of the word undeniable, in the sense that it'll be undeniable that some rather profound changes are underway on the planet itself. And the same undeniability is showing up in other areas, such as with the markets and so on. The markets are going to have undeniable show up in relation to the dollar and its connection to the global reserve currency, and that is going to fade. It's also going to be another expression of duality, in the sense that over spring and summer here in Part 5, we show that the markets are going to they're going to be under the influence of the propaganda arm of the powers that be, and if you believe them, prosperity is just around the corner and happy days are here again.
Right.
So we'll just let that one lie there. We're going to start to see, actually some stuff is already manifesting from Part 5, the powers that be business. We unfortunately had a instance here recently, and curiously, some of the titles that we've had in our Part 5 are tied up and relate to twitching and so on. Not a good indication. The powers that be are going to go through their own issues at the moment, but it turns out it's a very dangerous occupation. Who would have thought to be the CFO of any kind of company that's going to be getting bailout money?
Yeah, and we can talk about that.
Yeah, in a minute. I think that's really, basically, wouldn't you say that that's kind of the expression?
Yeah.
In the U.S. here, it's going to be duality again, where we have the only people really making any headway are those that are opting out of the traditional corporate world and attempting other approaches to things.
Right.
So it's basically more of the same relative to that.
Well, and pardon me, personally speaking, I know of a lot of people that have, very recently lost their jobs, their employment, and they're seeking different lines of work, and